I was unemployed. I used to work for the Department of Agriculture, and I was an inspector and all that. Then I got to do a little TV show, and then after I did it, got fired from that job, and I was unemployed, and we didn't have nothing to do around here, and so I went to Daniel Boone up there, and Joanne told me that I could go to school and train to be something. She asked me what would I be interested in. She showed me what options they was, like I was saying, there was all kinds of different options, real good paying jobs, real good educational jobs. And I mean, like I said, well, I was over these other countries, and I seen stuff that just amazes you about how people, and they live with these deformities and all this stuff and no help. And I come back to the United States, and I was like, I want to help somebody, and it pulled me to EMS. So I took the National Registry, and after I took the National Registry, I went past it and went straight to work. There's numerous things you can do up there. It ain't just EMS. Like I said, you get lineman job. They've got a booklet full of stuff, and they help you, educate you, and then they get behind you on helping you find a job. Joanne was all over the place finding me places to go work at, and I was just lucky enough where I was in EMS, I could choose my home county and any other county that I wanted to go to. I'd just like to say thank you. Thank y'all very much for giving me the opportunity to go to school and to get this education, to be able to have this job and to be able to help people. And I appreciate it more than y'all would ever know.
We've learned, I think, 5 complete languages, computer languages, which is, the code that the computer reads to output something to the screen. So we've learned, I think, 5 of those languages in 5 months.
And we've just been literally learning ever since, and it just feels like it's, constant learning and trying to get better at it.
Right now we're working on a project. We face several obstacles, and that's what we are. We're problem solvers. We solve problems through code and critical thinking.
My partner and I, Lynn Parrish, being people that worked in and around the coal industry, we could see this downturn coming. And so we started 3 years ago looking for opportunities, because we saw there were going to be all these people without jobs, and these were all people that we have a great respect for. We've made our careers working with these men and women in and around the coal industry. Many of them are just friends that you just encountered in your day-to-day work. Lynn calls me and says, I think this is something we really ought to do. I said, okay, well, I'm okay with that. Let's do it. BitSource is really an effort by and for Eastern Kentuckians. That's in our mission statement, it's in our vision statement, it's our belief. And then I approached Jeff Whitehead with the concept, and could EKCEP be a partner in this? He said, yeah, we're all about it. Let's build something. And so we developed a plan. Very quickly, this idea happened in October. It became a reality in March.
I'm a 3rd generation coal miner. Spent 14 years working on the coal mines and was laid off September 16th of 2014. I had actually already been issued my blasting license for the state of Wyoming. I was that close to leaving. That was just a problem for me. I have 3 children, and it's kind of hard to leave your children. If this hadn't came along, I would have missed that part of my children's lives. There's been ebbs and flows with it, just like everything else. It's a learning environment. You eat an elephant one bite at a time, and that's kind of how we've been learning, but sometimes it's also felt like we've been drinking from a fire hose. Just information coming at you every way, and trying to retain everything you are and be a sponge and absorb everything, but now it's time to kind of wring the sponge out and see what we can do.
This whole entire effort would not be possible, I don't think, without this involvement by EKCEP. So we do need that hand up that they've given us. But we hope to see a tech sector grow here in the mountains. And we feel like to do that, we do need the continued involvement and support of EKCEP. They're a valuable partner. They're our partner in this to get it going. It's really exciting. It's been a very good learning experience for me. And it's been one of the most personally rewarding things that I've ever been involved in.
No, I just want to stress how thankful I am for this opportunity and how much it means for our area, for these programs to exist and continue and be utilized. That's a big thing, is to utilize the resources that are available to us.
So I heard about it this program through a bunch of my friends who did it in high school. I was a freshman at Union College, and I was actually going into nursing. So I came here and I talked to Allie, and she put me through training. She taught me how, I didn't know a handshake mattered in an interview. I didn't even know how to make a resume, and me, a freshman, in college, which is really bad.
She had very little, hardly any work experience at all, so it made her a good fit for the program. So the first thing that she did through the program was she came to our soft skills training, and then I worked on her work placement. And what the work experience program is I place them in positions, hopefully in their desired field. So we did a career interest inventory. We found that yes, nursing fell within her interest, but we also noticed that there was some things more towards law. I was able to place her at a local law office.
I worked there for about 3 months, and in that 3 months I got to go to clinicals through my college, and I was like, oh gosh, nursing is not for me.
She went through the program, did the work experience program for over a year, probably more like a year and a half. I was able to exit her, and then she obtained almost full-time employment with her employer. So it's that perfect story of you place them, they do a great job, they get hired, and also it's helped her figure out what her career choice would be.
Well, no, I know if it wasn't for this program, I would be in a lot of trouble. I don't think I would even have finished college, because I was struggling that first year, and I don't really think I would have finished. For me, the program was life-changing. It was to teach me what I really wanted to do.
Hi, my name is Crystal. I'm with Healthcare National Marketing, and I'm calling in regards to the new no-cost dental plan that's now available.
Just a few months ago, we had a job fair here in Jenkins where over 200 people showed up, and we really spent a long day going through interviewing. We got to work with, with EKCEP and AKLP, and they actually helped screen, and then I got to interview the folks. When we started the project, we committed to Jenkins that we would bring 100 jobs into Jenkins, and it's happening. And so September the 8th, we had our grand opening, and 50 people started that day at 10 a.m. And just recently, we moved the day shift to an earlier shift so that next Monday we can start a night shift, and we're hiring 50 more people. So as early as next Monday on the 19th, we have 100 jobs here in Jenkins. It took us 6 weeks to accomplish our goal. Working very closely with Joyce Wilcox and her team, she's actually been a delight to work with. She's kind of held our hand the entire way. She told us, honestly, step by step of what to do, how we would need to pay them, how many we would really need to hire. They needed to be full-time. We could help you through the entire process. If you told us from Florida what kind of employee you wanted here in Kentucky, we'll do all the screening for you. We can interview them. We can hire them. You tell us what you want to do. It has been such a positive experience here that in the next 4 years, our business plan is to open up another call center once a year for the next 4 years in Eastern Kentucky.
Teleworks came to be as a means of offering employment for southeastern Kentucky rural areas so that people wouldn't have to drive a very long way to work, or that they could work from home or a brick and mortar building. With the first training class I had 14 students, and it ended probably around the middle of March. I think it was 12 found employment almost immediately. That seemed to go over pretty well, really. I mean, people were waiting in line for the class, and we connected with several large companies, and people started finding work, and word of mouth got out, and more people came to the class, and more people found work. And we offer the customer service and digital literacy, which is the basic computer skills. There's always a waiting list of people waiting to get in the classes. You know, 110 jobs in under a year is pretty impressive, really. I mean, it's a huge economic impact for Jackson County and surrounding counties. You're looking at a base pay of $9 an hour and $20,000 a year, $2.2 million impact for a community that's in the top 3 on unemployment. So it's pretty remarkable.
Selling to the World is an initiative, a pilot study here in Eastern Kentucky. We are looking for artisans, craftspeople, and or any person who has a product they want to sell online. And we're taking them and working with them on a one-on-one basis, knowing that here in Eastern Kentucky we have so many amazing products that are handmade, handcrafted. So we know they cost this much, we can sell them for this much here, but what can we put them online for? What can we sell them online for? We have established our website and an Etsy page, and the goal is just to train these folks to determine their value and worth to be able to put their products online and sell to the world. So EKCEP is helping provide that funding for these 15 that qualify for this initiative. These folks are in need of this one-on-one training and mentoring, so EKCEP's funding is very valuable.
Today I'm announcing a new initiative that we're calling Tech Hire. Tech Hire. How can we work together to build a pipeline of tech workers? It turns out it doesn't matter where you learned code, it just matters how good you are in writing code. Folks can get the skills they need for these jobs in newer, streamlined, faster training programs. What's more, these tech jobs pay 50% more than the average private sector wage.
One thing I know about Eastern Kentucky is folks here have game. They've got talent.